This is just some scraps that I've run through the pasta machine a few times. As you can see, it's still got some kind of glittery bits in it, but I don't mind because I'll be covering it. So this is level 2 on the pasta machine, that kind of thickness. I'm going to start off by using this gorgeous glitter that I stock called Ultra Fine Celebration Mix, and it is just beautiful. And I'm using it as ultra fine because I want it to just seamlessly land on the clay there. All it is a case of just rubbing it on. I'm going to layer it up rather than put a lot on and then wish I hadn't put as much. So I'll start off with not as much and then add more. Look at that. Can you look at that? Isn't that sensational? Keep on going. I want to make sure I get really good coverage. This is going to be the back. Okay. So I'm really working that in now, and all the excess will come off. So just really work it in and then brushing the excess off. And you can't see because of the light, but I'll hold it up in a second so that you can see that beautiful glitter. It's absolutely glorious. Okay, so we'll burnish that on by simply getting a little sheet of paper like that, grabbing our roller, which we've got to get out, there it is, and we'll just burnish. We'll just rub. We're not rolling, we're just rubbing. We're trying to get that glitter to completely stay fast. Like so. And then when we're happy with that, we're going to turn it over. Just wipe that down a second. Let me just grab a wet wipe. As always, I'm not very organised. What I'll do actually is I'll try and brush as much of it as I can onto that piece of paper. Waste not, want not. Okay. It doesn't matter if I get a little bit more glitter because I'm going to be putting some on the other side as well. Okay, so then we'll turn that over. I'm going to put it on there for now because I've just made that wet with the wet wipe. Okay, we're going to cut this in half-ish. Doesn't have to be exactly half. And that's because we're going to do something with one half and we'll do something else with the other. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to apply the glitter again to this side. So we'll make use of the little off bits that we got a minute ago. And pour just a little bit more on there. And again, try and get the whole area covered. You don't need as much glitter as you think because once you start working it, it carries on moving. There we go. Okay, at this point I do want to try and get off some of the glitter that is on my hands. So now we have a piece that has got that glitter on both sides. We'll just burnish it again on this side to make sure that glitter stays firm. Don't press too hard with your fingers or you'll end up with finger marks. Right, we'll put that to one side. then we will grab the other piece that we had. Now that's still a little bit wet. Let me just wipe that with some tissue. I never get ready for any of these videos. I'm always like, oh, well, let me just go and get that. Let me just go and get that. Oh, let me just go and get that. I'm surprised I even turn up with clay. Or with myself. One day you will find a video of nothingness and it will be just because I forgot to show up. Okay, so we've got this piece here that we have got one side beautiful rainbow effect glitter, and on this side we're going to use this beautiful gold foil. It is thin, either side will do, and I think what I'll do is I will place this onto there and give it a little pat, and then hope that it will come off nicely. Not completely, but we'll take this bit here and pop that there. Now then we'll give that a little roll to get it to adhere to the clay. Try and save every piece we can. I don't know if you can actually see. Can you see the pattern on that gold foil? Get to the edge of the clay and then just try and work the rest of this gold foil off. Okay. Right, so let's give that a little cut there so it's got a nice sharp line. And we'll get our piece of beautiful glittery heavenly glitter stuff and we will line that up like so, and then we will smush it together. And once we feel like we have smushed it together enough, we will put our sheet of paper over and smush it some more. And then give it a roll both ways to make sure it's really stuck together. And now you can see we've got this really lovely effect there. I want to really make sure that it is together. I can feel a sort of edge. I don't want this coming apart. And what I'm doing now accidentally is it's crackling the foil. You might not be able to see it from that distance. Let me. Let me break everything. Let me zoom in. Can you see there's a kind of crackle effect there now, which I quite like. But I'm not going to do any more. That is perfect now for the next step. Ooh. Ooh. Cut it there. Cut it there. These two bits can go together and we can repeat the same thing. smush it together. And then smush it some more. Now I'm not going to put this through the pasta machine because A, I'll have glitter coming out of the pasta machine for about a week, but also I don't want to over crack that foil. I don't mind it crackling a little bit, but I don't want it to crackle so much that you see the sort of murky blacky brown colour clay that was underneath too much. Right, time to do the cutting. So we're going to do 2 of these and 2 stars. And the plan is that in the middle of there, I was thinking of doing a hole. I'm not sure yet though if I will. Okay, so let's just do this. I'm going to use these bits here to line up with the line in there and then push and give it a little wiggle. And then do the same over here. So use that line to line up, push, and a bit of a wiggle. So that's those done. And then the stars. So middle is going to be kind of there, I suppose. Push, little wiggle. Push, a little wiggle. Have I gone off the... I think I have. I think I've gone too far over. Not sure if there's any clay there. Well, we'll soon find out. Okay. And then what we'll also do is we'll just take some... Oops. We'll just take some little circles. And then some little smaller circles. Okay. That hasn't cut very well, has it? Not all cookie cutters are made equal. Some of them are a little bit shabby. I don't want to risk cutting the wrong shape. I'll have to cut it out with the scalpel. Okay, so they'll make some lovely scraps later on in a different project. if you've got decent cutters, you don't have to risk doing that. Right, so I need to tidy this little one up. And there we go. So the light has suddenly just vanished in here. Let me see if I can add any light to this. I don't know what's going on with the light in here. I think these are going to look gorgeous. Right, I'll show you them once they're done.